Welcome to Threaded South. My name is Ashley, and in this tutorial, you will learn how to create a lookbook in Adobe InDesign. Now, lookbooks are great if you're releasing new products, whether that's sneakers or that's apparel. It's a great way to market yourself and to attract customers. But before we begin, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so that you'll be notified every time I drop a new video. Without further ado, let's jump right in. The first thing you should do is go to File, New Document. Change the units to inches, and we're going to use landscape orientation. Change your pages to 10 and the facing pages should be checked. Change your bleed to 0.125 inches and your margins should be set to 0.5 inches. Select the Pages panel and select pages 2 through 9. Now go up to Object, Margins and Columns, and change the number of columns to 3, and the gutter should be 0.375. Now we're going to go over to the Layers panel. Change the name of this layer to Artwork. Create a new layer and name it Footers. Now lock the Artwork layer, and now we're going to add page numbers. Go up to Type, Insert Special Character, Markers, Current Page Number. Now type out the season of your lookbook, and here I will be using the font Poppins. Now I'm going to copy and paste this text frame and place it on the right side, but on this side I will type in my web address. And make sure you right align the text as well. Now we're going to go back over to the Pages panel and click on A Parent. Drag A Parent down to the new pages, and here we're going to change the color of the footers to white. Now go back up to the Layers panel, and we are going to lock the footers layer and unlock the artwork layer. Go to Pages, and here I'm going to select None and drag it for my cover and back cover because I don't want the footers to show on those pages. Now pop over to Photoshop and select your image. Here I'm going to convert it to CMYK and also 300 dpi. This is so that we have high-res images and we won't run into any printer problems, and make sure you save it as a TIFF. Now go to File, place your image on the cover. Now we're going to create a new swatch. Change the color to 59, 5, 54, and 87. And we're going to name it Dark Green. Now we're going to take our rectangle tool and cover the entire background. And we're going to fill it with this dark green. From here, we are going to go to Object, Effects, Transparency. And we're going to change the mode to Multiply and the opacity to 50%. And now we're going to add a gradient feather and change the angle to 90 degrees. Now we're going to take the Type tool, and I'm going to type out the name of my collection using the font Befitting, and the size will be 70, and the swatch we will use is paper. Now go up to Object, Transform, Shear, and change the angle to 11 degrees vertical. Copy and paste this same text frame, and I'm going to type First, but I'm going to change the size to 130. And I'm going to also type the word impression into this text frame. Next, I'm going to copy this frame again and I'm going to type the word collection using Poppins Medium and the font size 17. And change the tracking to 150. Now I'm going to grab my pen tool, and while holding down the shift key, I'm going to make a straight line down the right side of the page. I'm going to change the stroke fill to paper, and the size of my stroke will be 0.5. Now I'm going to grab my type tool and type out the season for my lookbook. Using the font Poppins Medium 12-point font, and the tracking should be 150. And I will turn it 90 degrees so that it aligns with my straight line. Now I'm going to place my logo on the cover. Here I have saved my logo as an EPS file. If you don't have an EPS of your logo, you can use a transparent TIFF of your logo. Now I'm going to copy my collection text and I'm going to paste it on page 2. Here I will turn the swatch to black, and this will be my Who We Are page. So here we can basically talk about the company and also why this particular collection or what inspired this collection. Now I'm going to take my type tool and I will create 2 text boxes in the center and on the right. Now to connect both of these text frames, make sure you click the text frame, hover the bottom right side and click inside the other frame. And then once you go to type, fill with placeholder, it will automatically flow into the next text frame. And here I will change the font color to black, but I will change the tint to 80%. Use the font Poppins Regular and change the size to 11. Now grab your ellipse and make a circle. And right click your type tool and click on type on a path. Now here you can type your slogan of your brand or anything that you feel should stand out. And for the swatches, I will change this to a 50% black tint. And here I will place my logo in the middle of the slogan. Now for the next thing, we will add some product information. We have a product on the cover. We want to inform the reader what exactly is on the cover. So here I am typing out on the cover, and I will give the name of the product and also the pricing. But underneath that, I will type check website for current pricing, because prices may go up, prices may go down. Now we're going to go to page number 3. I will full bleed a picture of myself. And here you can also include photos of your team or anything that kind of coincides with the who we are or about the collection. You can also just add product images to this page as well. And just like on the previous page, I am going to add product information. So for this particular one, this is my Outcast long sleeve shirt, and it is available at threadedsouth.com. So now we're going to add a pull quote. So create another text box. And here I will delete the first quotations, and I will be changing this to Poppins Light Italic and increasing the size to 23. And I will also turn off hyphenate. Now here, grab your ellipse and make a circle, but we're going to change the stroke fill to paper, and we're going to increase it to 2. And then for the quotation marks, I will be using a Braille display bold, and I will be changing the size to 90. And now again, similar to the front, I will grab my pen tool and make a line that connects the first quotation marks to the author of the quote. Now here on my keyboard, I just press W so that I can preview it without all of the text frame lines and margins and columns and stuff. Now let's go to page 4. So here I am grabbing my product image and I'm placing it, just overlapping it a little bit onto page 5. And then I am grabbing my befitting text on the second page, and I am changing this to For Dreamers Only. And then I will paste more text about the actual product. And you can use your eyedropper tool to copy the same text style that you used on page 2. And here I'm just copying over the same format. So now we will grab our rectangle tool and we're going to create 3 rectangles. And so now I'm going to place one of the images in the rectangle. And as you can see here, I am moving my image over so that it covers all 3 squares. Once I've done that, I will edit copy. I will select the next square and go to edit paste in 2, and then do that for the 3rd as well. And here I am dragging my white page numbers because it looked better on that page. Here I am adding 2 new swatch colors. The first one will be 0, 43, 100, and 0, and I will name it orange. For my second one, I will use 0, 0, 21, and 19, and I will call this one ice gray. So just like I did previously on the previous pages, I will create my page using the antisocial butterfly. But as you can see here, this particular shirt comes in black and ice gray, and I want the reader to see that. So I'm adding square dots, and I will copy and paste it into my text box, and then also include a box for the ice gray color as well. Now here I am adding 4 long rectangles, and I will be applying the shirt to each rectangle, just like I did on the previous spread. Now let's go to our final spread, and we're going to design it just like the other pages. But I will be adding a new swatch, and it will be 50, 6, 0, and 7, and name this swatch blue. And now for our final page, this is the page that you basically want to have your website address, your contact information, where people can find the clothes, when it's expected. So I am using the orange for the background color, and then I am also going to bring over this gradient feather, but I'm going to change the color to black. And I will go back up to the cover, and I will copy over the collection and the season and also my logo as well. Shameless plug, all of the products in this tutorial can be found on my website at threadedsouth.com. First thing you should do is definitely save your lookbook, but go to File, Export, and then check Press Quality. And then make sure your pages is set to pages. Now make sure all printers marks is checked and use document bleed settings is checked. And as you can see, your file is all ready to go and ready to send off to the printer. And that is how you make a fashion lookbook in InDesign. If you like what you saw today, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, if you would like to grab some merch, head on over to threadedsouth.com. Thanks for watching.